catches up. Waiting for that to catch up. Hasn't caught up yet. All right, let's see here. Come on. So, yeah, been a little while since I've did a live. Been busy in storms and everything else. I was thinking about doing one last week, didn't do it. But let me turn this down. So that's what's been going on. Um, Trying a technology thing. Okay. Uh, so what we're going to do today or tonight or whatever time, 6 here, it's what, 7 on the East Coast. We got 4 o'clock on the West Coast. We got, it's pretty late over in the UK. We're going to go ahead and do is I need to go ahead and build gutters for the building. So let me go ahead and show you guys. Went ahead and did the roof. Well, I'll just show you. Okay. So let me hit this twice. There we go. Okay. So what I've got up to this point is I have the roof all painted and everything else. And where I'm at now is I need to go ahead and start putting gutters on. The other thing is I have a bunch of rocks here that I painted up. That's why my hands have gray on them. I was doing that before I went live. 9 a.m. over in Australia. Okay. Good morning, guys. So what the plan is I need to go ahead and do gutters and downspouts on this building and on this building. These guys over here and those guys over there don't have any, but I still need to get those done. Once get those done, we'll see how long. It's not going to take me that long to whip those guys out. We'll go ahead and get the rocks up on top. I still do have a power pole type of thing to put here. I'm not sure about down there. Maybe down there, but I'll have to refer some pics for that. But let me go ahead and switch this around so you can see my ugly mug again. There we are. Ugly mug's back. So that's the plan up to this point. I don't know if I've ever showed you guys how I do gutters before. Maybe I don't know. I can't remember if I have or not. If I have, well, we're doing it again. If I haven't, well, it's something new. So yeah, but that's the next indicated step on this building. Once that's done and that's all taken care of, I can go ahead and start mounting this thing back up on the layout, and I can start doing more scenery again and get a little bit of a reprieve before I conquer the inside, which is going to be a lot of work. But yeah, so that's where we're at. Let me go ahead and looks like we got a few of us madmen here. So yeah, cool. So what I'll do now is I'm going to go ahead and swap around the camera and we'll start checking out how to do gutters. Good idea, huh? All right. So since I haven't done video in a long time, might as well do this, right? Grab your cup of coffee, get a donut, and let's do this. All right. Okay. So here we go. Back at the table. Okay. So this, like I said, is full of a bunch of rocks that go on the top. But first things first, we got to go ahead and attack these gutters. What I'm doing for gutters is, well, I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm doing for gutters. Okay, so What this is brass foil. It's here. I went ahead and just ordered up some new stuff. I'll utilize the rest of this. I can't find, see, I really like the corrugated, right? This corrugated stuff. And I went on KS Metals, which this is what this stuff is, actually. Let me grab, it was this, right? And I don't know if they discontinued this or what. I even put in the stock number, everything else. I can't find this on their website anymore. And that's this. It's probably there. Who knows? But now I've got this stuff, and it's the same thickness and everything else. It's actually it's like what, 30? What was that? 12 inches by 30 inches. But they call it soft copper, but more or less it's like a foil. Okay, it's real thin stuff. So if you can't find this, you could use this. Let me put this back. Hang that back up on the wall. Okay. So how I go about this is, what we're gonna do is we're gonna find. Let me get this out of the way. I've been doing crash vents today too, so we were getting hit with a lot of thunderstorms today. So it's been kind of an exciting day. Let's see here. How I do this is I have this square tube. It's brass, but I use this, you know, I don't even know what size this stuff is. It's small. I know that it is small. I think it's like 1/8 square brass dowel or tube. And what I do is I get this on here, and I'm going to go ahead and fold this over. So the cool thing about the corrugated is I can line it up with the lines and go like this. So I'll start that up there. I'll take the second one, put it behind here, and use that to get my initial bend started. And then roll it. Can you even see what I'm doing? Probably not. Let's see here. There, let's do that. Let's bring you guys up closer. Okay. So I got that. Now what I'm going to do is roll this over on top of itself. Get this here. Roll that back. Now I have my channel that I've started with it. So I've got that. I've got this channel. Can you see the channel? Yeah. There. So I got that. And now the cool thing with the corrugated is I can just go ahead and trim it right off. So what I'll do is just go ahead and take this right over here. I'm going to split this one in half. Like so. And why I'm cutting this so it's a little bit longer on one side is so I have a flange to work with. So now I can take this, and when it goes up into the building, okay, again, you can't see that. Here. I'm going to put this in it so I don't mess it up. And let's bring this up so you guys can see that. Bring it over here. Okay. So the idea is, since I have this flange up on the upper side, when it goes up into here, I can use this to fold down to get it up underneath there, right? So then I have material that I can glue to up on the inside. So that's why it's kind of off on one side. Now, need to do is go ahead and figure out how long I need to make this bad boy. So this here will go there to here. Okay, wait a minute. Let me get something. We'll do this again. So we got that to that. You guys are hearing tweeting in the background. It's because I'm sharing the garage with ducks and baby ducks. Okay, I'm live again. Okay, I'm live again. Sorry, guys. Unfortunately, after storms down here, sometimes the internet is a little not the best. So I'm going to keep an eye on. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. All right. So I got that. I got it trimmed off. Now I need to do is I need to go back to photo reference. So let me grab my other tablet. I gotta remember, I think it's on this side. Come on. All right. Photos. Didn't I put photos? Gallery. Yes. Here we go. So we got here is, okay, so downspout goes here, and the downspout goes between these two. All right. So I will do that. So what I need to do now is, where's this? Okay. So downspout's going to be on this side. This side is that. I need to. Hard stuff. Hard part about this stuff, it's so soft that you really end up using this stuff quite a bit. But let's go ahead and let me trim the corners of this. Okay. Bring this there. Grab some tweezers. Bring that up. What I'm doing is capping the end of the gutter. Trying to cap the end of the gutter. All right. So there's that. Went ahead and put a couple slices in it. Now I'll just take this up there on the edge. Got that. And when I cut this, I cut it a little bit long so I can compensate for the fold that I'm doing on the edge of it. Now, next thing I need to do is I have all that. Now we need to figure out the downspout, which is going to be here, up, compensate for some bends, a bend down here. Okay, where did that tube bender go? All right. Let me get this. Let's start on this side. Okay. Come on, get out. There we go. That has enough of a kick at the bottom. If that goes right there, that means I need to bring this up, out. If I do that, I'll bring it up a little bit higher than the roof. Cut this off here. It's a long gutter. Okay, there's that. Let's put this over there. Okay. Let's put this to there. Okay. I'm talking to myself quite a bit today. All right. So there's that. Okay, where did... All right, so now I've got one of these benders. I might bring you guys back a little bit. And down. All right. So now what I need to do is I got my gutter up. Now I want my bends here, out there. Actually, I'll do it with this. Actually, have more control with it this way. Like that. So I got this, it's there. Needs to go more. Back and forth. Right. There's that. Hard part is trying to get this last bend. Okay, come on. If it's like that. Come on. Okay, I'm just gonna have to crush this. Got that. Put it back. So it's got to come back further. There's that. Okay, now up. Come on, this might work. Okay. What I'm doing is shaping the end of it so that I can line it up with my gutter here at the end. So when I solder it together, It'll work. This guy's going to go down. Pull him down. Come on. Right. I'm going to open up this one side. There. Just like that. Okay, now we got this. Goes right. Oh, Nelly. Come on. There. Okay, it's going to need to go down in here. A lot of messing around with this. Okay. There's that. Got this. That's not quite right. Move this back. Come on. Ah, I crushed it. Another tool. No, let's see here. I can do this with this. Okay. There's that. There's that. Okay, now you need to solder this. Fun, fun, fun. Hard part is that this thing is so long. Okay, I have, let's go over here. Okay. A crash fence jig, I think it might work. Maybe not. Huh. This is going to be a fun one. All right. Get that. There, I need to hit some on that side. Fun thing is, we get to do this 2 more times. Yay! Okay. Hopefully this thing, since it's so long, it won't burn the piss out of my hand when I'm doing this. It's out a little bit. Let's see here. That'll work. Guess we got that. This stuff's paper thin. And just tore it off. How am I going to do this? This might hurt. Hard thing is, you can't really use alligator clips with this stuff. Don't burn your thumb, idiot. Come on, don't burn your thumb. Because the copper foil, that's hot. Copper foil is so thin, it'll just crush or tear. So I got one side done. Yay. Let's see here. Alright, let's see if we can get this off the table. Yeah. Trying to fill a gap now. It's running away from me. There. There's that. There's that. Let's see here. All right, so there's that, now. So, okay. Make sure that was still on, didn't lose you guys. Oh. Damn it. Here, I'll do it this way. I put this here, hold that down, lift this up. Come on. I can get a bend. Like so. All right, now I have my flange, part of my flange. Like I said, this copper foil is very frustrating because it's so delicate. Now I got my flange, the step up on top of it. And let's bring this back up. Oops. Try to bring it back up. There we go. Back up. And then we'll see how this works. Yeah, it lines up good. Lines up there. Actually, this bottom doesn't line up as well as I want. It's a little bit too tall, which means let's cut the base out of it. How much of a base do I need to come out? Okay. I'll go like that. Okay, that's better. Now let me open this up. So, get back to here. Make sure that's lined up. Yeah, I hit it just lightly. Damn thing twisted on me. Son of a bitch. Okay. Thank God these buildings were rough. Sounds like an atrium in here. Okay. See here. There we go. I get that right there. That's there. And now it's all lined up. On and off. Just stay with me, guys. All right, so there's that. Now what I need to do is get a couple little slats down this. I need some straps for the gutter. Use the foil again. There's one. Make sure it's still recording. It is. Two and three. What I do now is figure out where I'm going to put the straps at. So that's there. I want to strap here. I want one here. And I want one. Okay. So now take this. Give it some flux. Right there. And then with these ends, you can trim them off to the length you want. Stuff's so delicate. There we go. Come on. There we go. Two. Where's that? That. Just around here. Try not to damage it. Don't damage it. Okay, so now we have our straps. And like I said, you can trim these off exactly how long you want them. But you get the idea. So there's that, like so. So this one's ready for paint. But I got 2 more to make. Yippee! We're in the gutter. Okay. Let's do a little bit of tweaking on it. Might have to go right there. Can get that there, like so. That'll work. Right up there. So that's about fitting and refitting and fitting again. Okay. Sure everything lines up. That gets back in there. Okay, so this one's good to go. I need to build one more long one for the back side, but let's do the one, set this there. Okay, so let's do this one. And I'm going to cheat because I already had one bent up So I'm going to use this. That goes. Be nice to be done with this building. Still got to make flower boxes and stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do. There was even one picture like with an umbrella up there, like a patio umbrella. Ugh. Okay, we got that, we got this. And this one's pretty much right here. I'm not even worrying about cutting these off with a Dremel. Let's go ahead and slice them off. And take pliers, open up the hole. Bam, it's round again. Okay, so there's that. It's got to kick out. I don't want to do this. If I go like this, so if it's like this. Again, guys, I'm talking to myself today, so. If I can get that. Okay, and then. That's what I should have done the first time. It's been a while since I've made gutters. Actually, I went out a little bit too far. Got to go pushy backy. Damn it. That's there. I gotta relax this. Okay, so if I went like, that ain't gonna work like that. What I did is I made too much of a bend, so I'm trying to relax it back. There we go. Now we're playing with marbles. That works. Okay. Put this. We'll open this up. Again, I'm not too worried about that this thing doesn't look pristine because these buildings weren't pristine. So If I was going to try to make this look better, I wouldn't be doing it with pliers. See here, got that. Just trying to square up this end. All right, there's that. Are we filming still? Still filming. All right. Good deal. Make sure it's like measure, measure, measure. It's like that, like that. Okay, so now we'll do the end over here. Little origami. Come on, didn't I cut that? You're cut. So quit being a pain in the butt. All right. There we go. This one's going faster. Yay. Let's just make sure I am where I am. Okay, there's that. That goes there to there. That's there. Okay. Now we're back to this. Gotta line this up. That's gotta go down further. And what I'm battling is the end of this down. Yeah, you know, I didn't adjust this again. I'm sorry. There. I'm sorry, guys. I'm over here in my own world, just talking to myself, babbling, not paying attention to anything. Yeah. Here we go. I know. Yeah, my wife's even flipped me crap now. She heard me. All right. So there's that. That's all right. Put this off to the end. It's one thing about brass, or yeah, brass. Man, you hit it with heat, and it's amazing how fast the heat transfers into this metal, man. Whew. It gets hot fast. All right. Got that. We got this right here. I wonder. I can't clamp it. That's better. I'm still going to burn my hand. If I go down further. I know I can wear gloves. I don't like wearing gloves. Okay. So that's on there. I'll get the back side. This one's turning out better. I haven't done a gutter since the last time I built these Targa buildings for somebody. That was a while ago. Come on. I think I got it. There. So that's on there. Cool thing is it's actually a functioning gutter. You even got a downspout. So let's see here. Now we'll just put the bend at the bottom so we can kick it out into the street a little bit more. There we go. Try this on for size. Needs to go more. A wee bit more. There. That one looks good. Now, straps. So I got this one damn near done. Put a strap there. I'm right on it, didn't I? I need one here. Okay. There, there. Maybe I'll put one in the middle. Maybe. Give it 3. Go back to this. It was a little bit wider than I wanted. Okay, 1, 2, 3, right there. This one's too wide. Okay. Still recording. That's good. Yeah, I've got a no, okay, see here. Last time I did a live stream. Yeah, I didn't have I'll show you guys something. Future video that I'm I'm going to be doing. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm going to try to actually, oh, come on, don't do that. I'm going to try to do another video soon-ish. I hope. And there's that. Let me get this thing done. And we'll turn this building around so I can do the last gutter. And then I'm gonna go get something. It's a car I got off eBay. Actually, two of them. And the car came out by Scale Electric. First thing that came to my mind was a movie. And but these cars are not quite like the movie car. Quite honestly, I'm not real big into movie cars, but when I think of this car, for some reason, that's just the movie that comes to mind. Okay. So there is our second gutter. So we got our straps on there, got the gutter, and I don't even have to worry about, per se, even putting solder on the end of that. It folds over so nice. I'll show you. So, I mean, it stays nice and put. So there's that one. Put this over here. I'm gonna turn this guy around. We got one more gutter to do. I'll get those painted. And then we got rocks I want to go ahead and throw up on the roof. And oh yeah, before I turn it around, the last live stream we did, we went ahead and I showed you guys the concrete sidewalk. And in that live stream, I talked about how I had joint compound over here, right? Yeah, I chipped out. Okay. Well, I put the joint compound back there today. And it's right there at the bottom. And what that's going to be at the bottom is just kind of some dirt and whatnot that's piled up alongside the base. So that needs to be painted too, but just want to go ahead and point that out. I don't know if it's dry enough yet. I just did it like right before I went live today. I can turn this monster around. There's the back side of this thing. Okay. I don't know where the downspout goes on this side of the building. No idea. Plus a little bit of weathering still needs to be done with it. So it's here. I have the downspout on this side. I might bring it down here on this corner. I may have a little bit of chipping up in here I want to take care of. So, or actually, I could hide it with the downspout. So I'll do that. That'll be a good place for it. What's going on with this? Oh, come on. Okay, it's still going. Having issues with my tablet. Okay, there we go. Got that. One more gutter. And we can move on to bigger and brighter things. And I really like this corrugated stuff. I wish they had, even though the other stuff's a better deal because you're getting so much of it. But this corrugated, it's really makes it nice for making bends because you can use those lines for reference. Come on. Okay, so I got that. So we got this. Now, let's go over here. If I use my fingernail, I can create a line for reference. Like so. There we go. Pull that out. Use my scissors. And this thing's going to deform as I cut this, but it's okay because I guess I could have used. I should have done that. I could have used a razor blade for this, razor knife, X-Acto. Oh, wow. Come on. All right, there's that. Put this back down into it. Where's the second one? Still recording. Okay. Should have. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. bit of a flange on this. I'm battling. Stuff so small. Quite turn out as square as I wanted it, so boy, it really didn't turn out as square as I wanted it. It's okay, we can do it. Can do it this way. What I'm doing is actually folding it over. Just need to get it started enough. Thing is, it's so delicate. Back into this. You can see how much I'm using these brass dowels, pipe, square tube, whatever you want to call it. There. Got it. What was wrong is my cut wasn't square. It went uphill. And I had to fold an edge to it. I just want to get this folded back. All right. Okay, so there's that. Oh, poop. Fits here. That's right there on the edge. To there. Right there. I guess the nice thing about that other material is it is longer than this stuff. It has been a couple of buildings that I've had to solder gutter sections together, lapping them over, soldering them together so I could get the length. But the other material, it's a lot longer, so I guess that's a benefit to it, thinking about that. Still like the corrugated stuff, though. Okay, let's see here. What am I doing? Up, this over, a little origami. There we go. So now you got that. Trim that. All right. There's there's that. Got our gutter made. And now we got to get our downspout. Oh, back is tight. All right, so that goes to there. Of course, it's right in the middle of a sticker. Sorry, guys. I keep on spacing out. Didn't even bring that down for you. Let's see here. This is to there. All right, there's that. Get the sticky stuff off. Put that there. Where is my... Oh, where did I put... Oh, there it is. A little bit of solvent and get off the stickum from the sticker. All right, and the ducks are going off. We'll go up. How far? Give it to here. Give it one of those. That's quite a ways, John. And then try to give it. Shouldn't have done that. Not thinking, are you? Okay. This one. Here. Yeah. Again, you shouldn't have done it that way. What I did is I put my bending down here. Shouldn't have done that. Should have started with the top one first. So now I gotta do a little pushy backy. And swap this around. From there. Enough to get this to go the opposite way. Okay. Now that I got that, now I can bring it back down here. Okay. This way to there. To that. It's got a twist. I don't know if I can get that out of it. Oh, look at this. I got a twist in it. Here. That'll work. I just need a little bit more oomph. Like that. Or was that too much? That was too much. Jeez. I went too far the other way. There. All right. Now we're back to doing this. Well, this is the last one. That little tear started. Look this down further. There. Square that up. Look at this one more time. Got it. Okay, now the bottom needs to be kicked out. So if it's like this, that's right there. Line that up. It's there. Give it one of those. Huh. That was good, Boom. I'm going to roll. Why did you do that? Oh. I gotta tweak this back. All right. I got too aggressive down here. You gotta relax it. There. That's better. Okay. So there's that. There's that. Where's the gutter? There's the gutter. Okay. All right, back to this long son bitch. Right, like that. Put this guy on the edge. Let's try holding it into place. Go right there. Okay. All right. So we got this to there. That's lined up. Maybe. Hope so. I'm still recording. Okay. Come on. time I get done with this gutter, I'll be glad I'm done with the gutter. Be glad I'm done with the gutter, that's for sure. All right, so there's that. Got enough of. That looks good. Let's get the back side of this. And some of that. Be like that. There. Okay. Now we're just down to straps. Huh. Okay, so there's this. We'll get one, put one up there. Give this one 4. Since there's not so much going on the back side of this. So we'll lay this out. There's 1. 2. 3. And 4. Okay. Put these straps on. Draw this out. There we go. Next one. Two. Kind of talkative, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just takes a little bit of concentration to do it. I totally forgot about getting that car. Oh, come on, don't do that. Here. Okay. And then, where's that last one out? Yeah, that's a little thick. A little thicker than I want. Okay, there's that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this one on there. Okay. Come on. Well, it's more material than I wanted. That'll work. Okay. So I got our straps. That thing's hot. Okay. That's on there. Okay, so there's 3 gutters. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab something. All right, so I have, oh, come on. Okay, I have a video idea. As soon as I saw this car, what it is, I ended up with 2 of them. And it's the Scalextric Lamborghini Countach. This one's kind of weird though. I noticed it has a blue, I mean, it's dark blue car, but it has a blue dash. Why the hell would you put a blue dash in this thing? But and I don't understand why this thing has W's on it. It's the only thing I can say. It's probably replicating it after an actual one of these cars. I don't really know why it has W's on it, but maybe somebody does. But actually what I'm going to do is take one of these and turn it into the Cannonball Run Lamborghini Countach. And believe it or not, there are differences to the car. Obviously, the paint job. I mean, even if I did the dark blue one, but I'm going to do the green one just for mere fact it already is off to a good start. It's got 1 chick in the inside. We need 2 of them, which means I'm going to have to play around with the interior on it. There's going to be a front wing that's going to have to be fabricated for the car, a rear bumper wing, or I don't know. It's like a rear bumper. It's different. It's almost like a wing that's on the back. It's going to have 12 tailpipes instead of the 4, and it has whip antennas. Plus, you're going to have to do more fog lights up front. There's another row of fog lights that goes underneath the front. Whip antennas. So I don't know, but I just saw this and it's like, man, it just got to make it into the Cannonball car. Plus, it's got to be black. We can need silver wheels, but it should be fun. It already has lights that are in it, but I might be. God, those birds won't shut up. Um, the front lower headlight or fog lights light up. These headlights don't light up, but I'm thinking I might be able to get these to light up, plus the ones that I'm gonna have to put into it. So, yeah, this is something that is definitely going to be up and coming. And again, I'll do this video like I did the video for the 512 Ferrari on that I gave a history of the car and stuff like that. I'm going to do the same with this just because it's kind of interesting. The actual Cannonball car it's got an interesting history to it. So yeah, so that's something that is up and coming. Oh, so there's that. Okay, so now I need to spray those silver. So I need to do that. What time is it? It's going on 8. What time we start? 6. So we're going into it 2 hours. Okay. These guys look about dry. Rocks for the roof. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spray these gutters real quick. Let's see here. 3 of those. And all I'm going to do is spray them with Bomb Can, some Krylon silver. I need to clean off the flux so I don't have adhesion problems. This. Okay, so there's one. Fold these things out. This in here. So there's one. Get these other ones done. Actually use an MEK. Is it ME or MP? MPK. For this stuff's, it's wicked stuff. Works great, but it's wicked stuff. You definitely want to be wearing gloves when you use this material. Notice I'm not wearing gloves. Oh, that was good, Boom. I got a big old kink in this thing. Thank God it doesn't have to be perfect. All right. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. Put that back. straighten out this gutter. So I put a kink in the damn thing. There we go. And she's straight again. Yay. Okay, so there's that. Where's another one? Put that there. Ugh. We're still going. This one. All right, so now I got to go shoot these things. Can't do it in here. So I'll gas myself out. So let me turn that off. Oh. Whoop. Almost knocked you guys over. All right. So what do we want to use for? What the heck? What happened there? Oh my God. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. What happened? Why is that? What? Whoa. I had a spill. I don't know where my spill came from. I'll show you. So, pull this off. Just notice this. See that? So I don't know what happened. Something inside here gave up the ghost. It's definitely on this level. Fun stuff. Here I am looking for bomb can. Uh-oh. What is that? It's all red. Huh. I don't know. Jeez. Okay, well, there's nothing over here. Prime stone. There. That's what I want. Metallic aluminum. All right. Still don't know why that, but look at this. It even got onto my. Hopefully I can make that work again. Oh well. Okay, let me put you guys here. I'll try not to mess you up. Okay. Here we go. Okay. There's that. All right. Now we need to spray these. I wish I could take you guys with me, but I don't know. What the hell? How about a field trip? I'm just going to go step outside. I'm going to spray this. You guys are on a tripod. There's no reason why you can't come with, right? So here's this. Those going to stay for the most part. There's that. I unplugged that. Okay. Yeah, you guys get to see chickens and ducks. Ugh. So yeah, there's Turkins, and then check this out. I actually building, and there's too many damn ducks. I got a carport that I'm actually building a bigger temporary enclosure for those guys. But let's see here. All right. Get this stuff sprayed. That should do it. All right, there's one. So that one's done. Let me put this back. Okay, next one. Make sure these flanges. I'm going to trim these guys off, but I want to make sure that, you know, it's all painted. That's all covered. We got one more. Okay. Cool. So we got everything. I'm gonna go back this way. Okay. Back into the zoo. Let's see here. Set this. Oh, crud. Okay, there's that. Boy, those guys are going off. Okay. Put this way. Okay. All right. So, got that. Got this. Let's see here. Where am I at now? Stuff should dry pretty quick, but let me grab one. So when you do those, the straps, if the thing won't move, don't move. Put my finger on the back side. Yeah, this stuff's damn near dry already. So where the straps are at, that looks pretty cool. You can actually see them through there. So that turns out pretty cool. Has a good shape up on top. Now you can see all that. Actually has downspout. And so yeah, kind of an authentic gutter. Okay, now how am I going to do this? Let's see here. Let me grab. Okay. I don't need the soldering iron anymore. Let me get rid of some of this stuff before I make a bigger mess. Okay, so let me unplug that. Get this out of the way. keep my scraps. This can go here. Where did I put it? There it is. Get rid of this. Okay. Where did I put this? That goes down here. Using that. Still gonna need that. Throw that away. I'm gonna just get rid of some of this stuff real quick, guys. And my soldering stuff is, where did I, there it is. Get rid of this. Okay. That can go up there. There's that. I don't need scissors anymore. I got this. I got that. Okay. Turn this bad boy around again. God, this thing's big. Okay. Why is this thing behind so far? Okay. All right. So now move this up here. All right. So the buildings on, the buildings on this corner had rocks on the roof, right? So my guess is the tiles were starting to come apart, and probably because of lack of funds, because this area in Sicily, these buildings, it seemed like this area back then was not very financially set. They had stones on the roof. Now I'm looking for my other tablet. Where did I put it? Oh my God, dude. Come on. There it is. All right. Turn this thing on. I just turned it off. Okay. So we'll get here. We'll go here. All right. So it's not a very good photo of it. Go back. It's kind of like this building. When I built the one, I'm pointing to it like you guys know where. Okay. This building right here, you can see all the stones and stuff that were on the roof, you know, up in there. So they had a bunch of stones and whatnot on the roof to hold the tiles on. And let's see here. There's that one. There's, yeah. So this is probably a good photo of it. As you can see, like in here, you can see all the stones that are up on top. So on this one, it's got some down here. And it's got all kind of up on the side. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get some stones put up here on the roof on this. Like a bunch of polystyrene that I painted. And I lost a couple. Oh well. And I'm just going to go ahead and add those up here. And then once I get them up there, I can come back and do some additional painting to them if I need to. Finish them off, which I'm going to need to anyway, just because to do the rest of this, to make them look like rocks. Right now they look like gray chunks of polystyrene. So I need super glue. So we'll do it this way with super glue. And you guys can't see. What can you see? Okay, you guys can see that. And what do we got here? We got there's not a tons of rocks on these buildings, so maybe I'll be okay. Let's see here. Come on. There we go. So if we just I don't know if I really like that rock. It doesn't really have much character to it. Okay, I go like this. So what I'll have to do is come back in with some of these. And do some finish work on them. To make them more look like boulders. There we go. Oh, they are excited. Yeah, exciting stuff. Putting boulders on roof. I'll do this until those downspouts or those gutters dry enough, and then we'll get those glued up. Try not to put you guys through as much of this agony as possible. Kind of cool. But I don't know. Can you even see them very well that are there? Let's see here. Adds a little bit of character to the roof. But uh, once I'm able to come through here and do kind of a black wash on them, I get some of these I'm going to have to come back in and give another coat of gray. But it just adds a little bit more character to the creation, that's for sure. This guy up there. And I'm up on top. Not a whole bunch of them though. Kind of surprising. Not like that other building. Other building, man, there's tons of rocks on that one. Actually makes it nicer because kind of tedious and time consuming. Let's see here. Put one in the middle. What'd you do this evening? I put rocks on the roof. Zoom back out. Come on, zoom. There. Okay, that's better. Just enough to get the look. So, yeah, and these chunks of polystyrene are all from the carving and stuff as far as with like rock walls and that type of stuff. This is when I pick all this stuff up, that's what it's used for, these little odds and ends. Let's see here. This would be a good one for the edge over here. Like that. Whoops. All right, let me glue a couple more of these guys and then see if those gutters are dry enough to put on. Still have power pole to put on this too. I'll figure out how I'm gonna, where to put that. Oh, got one. Okay, where is that? It's gonna have to be a different shot. Okay, let's double check. Gutter. Okay. Yep, they're dry enough. So this will work now. I need to get those out of my way. Ah. Put this here. Let's put that there. Put those up there. Okay. Let me turn off that. Oh. Okay. Now, we move this here. Got that, got this. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys on the other side of me. Over here. All right. So we got this there. This is okay. So I gotta clip these guys a little bit. So I need those scissors back. They're smaller ones. All right. So we got smaller scissors this time. There's one. Okay. So I got these guys all snipped off. Now it's a matter of trying to get this up there. Don't do that, Bill. Like that. So we got the flange, right? So we'll go ahead and add some of the sticky dookie on here. And I'm doing it on the flange first because it has enough give to it that I can pull it back. You know, I need to get my accelerator. I didn't think about that. I don't think this is going to stick as fast. Actually, it's sticking pretty damn fast. Get that accelerator. All right. A little bit of just lined up. Then obviously there's got to be weathering that's done on this and everything else, because right now it's just the gutter's too clean. It needs to be uglied up more. So there's that. Now, where's this thing lining up at? Right there. So we got that. Okay. Okay. There's that. Cool addition. A lot of times I don't have to put I don't have to put super glue. Where'd that guy go? On the flanges, it's just a matter of bending them into place. Except for this one up here disappeared around the corner, but I think that'll be okay. Yeah, but once this is weathered, it'll really look good. So let's see here. Oh, so yeah, we got our gutter on there. So once that's all weathered out, though, it won't look like a new gutter no more. And let's go to this big one now. Actually, I'm gonna bring you guys up and over again. We'll go this side. Okay. And I should have paid attention. Okay, I know which one's which. Don't I? I think I do. There's this. Let me get this one off. There's that. There's that. He goes. We'll trim these guys off. Okay. Hmm. Have to trim this back just a little bit. Okay. Do this. All right. Come on, you little dookie. It's being difficult. Darn it. There's that. Bent it a little bit. Okay. There's that. Now we just got to get this back against it. That's the hard part. Crap. What's going on here? Okay. Tight fit. So let's put this. Use these straps as straps. There's that one. There's that. Where's this one at? It's right there. This one's right there. I should be able to get back in there. There's that. It's got a little bit of a copper look to the inside in here. That's okay. Once I come back, I'll come back with some black and some weathering and stuff and cover that all up. But Gotta do a little bit of straightening to it. There's that. So let's let you guys take a gander at this one. So there's the downspout, and you got your little brackets. It's pretty cool with little brackets. So you got that, comes up. But yeah, I mean, it's just those little details that make it look pretty cool. And you can see there's the copper in the inside of it. And then I'll go ahead and hit that with a little bit of weathering and stuff to, you know, dull that all down. And then here's the other little guy. So we got that. Comes across there. That's cool. I mean, you can get right up onto it. And it still looks good when you get right up onto it too. So there's that. Let's do the other side real quick. And then I think we've had enough fun for a while. Oh. So let me get, I gotta turn this beast around again. Keep on scratching my head thinking about when I'm gonna do these other buildings. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Okay. Here's this. Let's put, no, don't knock that over. Almost knocked over all my rocks. Okay, I'm gonna get this last one up. Can you guys see? Yeah, I can see. Right there. This is gonna be right here, right there. If I go like that, it'll work. Make sure I got, let's cut these guys correctly. So gutters, I mean, they aren't exactly the easiest thing to do, but it's definitely a cool addition to your buildings. All right. And this one. There. Yeah, so now what I have after these gutters, obviously, is to put the rocks on the roof. Let's see here, I got rocks to put on the roof. I still got to do that power pole on the other side of it. And I think there's only one, if I remember right. Go up higher. Oh, go here. Damn it. Oh, this is... Yeah, so I got that power pole to do. Oops, don't. Damn it. Okay. Messed up a little bit. Son of a bitch. Yeah, it'll have to work. I'm not gonna. So they're getting sidetracked. So yeah, power pole. I have to do the rocks. Got final weathering. Final weathering. What else? Final weathering. I've got stuff to do to the balconies. Got to paint the dirt on the. I think the majority of it. So I got Zoom meeting tomorrow with Patreon. We're doing bring your own project, so I'll be working on this most likely. This or those crash vents. I haven't decided. And then yeah, and then I'd be ready to put up on the layout. So if everything goes right, I might be able to have this thing ready to go hopefully by next live. That'd be cool. I'd like to see that. Get back up there and start doing scenery again. Get away from this building. Been working on this building for a while now, huh? Okay. Get these tabs over. And I think it's good to go. Yep, look at that. Good to go. Cool. So now we got gutters and downspouts on our building. Oh, that only took what? Start at 6. 2.5 hours. Ugh. Fun stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and let's turn this thing around. Well, what the hell? We'll look at this side once. So there we go. A little bit of touch-up's gonna have to be done, but again, with weathering, you can see where it was a little bit wet, a little bit soft, wasn't cured out all the way, but it'll work. We can make it work. So kind of cool. Actual downspout. All right, so turn it around. There we go, guys. I think I'm tired. Like I said, it was storming. I think I told you this. Thunder and lightning all day today. Pretty wild. And they're having tornadoes over in, I think it was East Texas. Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was East Texas. They're having a little bit of twister activity, and in South, I think I heard stuff over by Houston too. So hopefully they're okay down there. Yeah, there we go. So like I said, we still have the rocks to do, which I'm not gonna force you guys to see me putting on rocks. No, I'll go ahead and get that done. Gutters are on. The power pole, that's easy. It's just a matter of putting, you know, putting on a brass tube, and then I got to figure out. I can't even put the wires on it. I didn't think about that. I can put the wires on it until the inside buildings are done. Lovely. Okay. So yeah, there's still a bit to do. Um, I've been out here all day. Um, so hopefully, I'm gonna shoot for this next live stream. Let's get this damn thing back on the layout. I'm tired of working. I'm tired of working on it. I want to. I want to get back up there. So yeah, that's the goal. I don't have much to do on this. Yeah. All the hard stuff is pretty much done. So let's see. Yeah, and if I'm thinking aloud again, um, yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah, we can do this. So yeah, we'll go from there. I think Marty has his his stuff going on. Kind of ran into him. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I still need to eat dinner, and I need to relax my back because when you break your back, it kind of it has a tendency of cramping up on you. So I'm gonna do that. I just see Roger and Joe here on chat right now, so I don't know. Well, there's 14 watching us, but thanks guys. Yeah, it's turning out okay though, right? Um, it'd be cool. I'm excited to get it up there and get the track painted and get the cobbles up on that one side and everything and get this thing blended in. I think it's gonna look pretty good when it gets up there. It's really gonna pop. So get all the lights wired in, stuff like that. Um, so yeah, we get that. We get it blended in. Finish off the scenery pretty much on that one side. I got to build a tree for the back corner. I got to paint the track. I got to do the cobbles, and then we're jumping back across into the middle. And I'm dreading that because there's a lot of work to do there. So that's a shitload of work. All right, but thanks guys, Roger, Joe, whoever else is out there in YouTube land. Appreciate it. And you guys go over and check out Marty's live stream. All right. I might jump over there too just to just see what's going on. All right. So I'll see you later. And next time, let's get this damn building on the layout. All right. All right. Bye guys. I gotta turn it off now. There we go. Hit that button.